What's up, everybody? This is Nikki Duncan-Smith. I'm here with the amazing Jim Jones. Jim Jones, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It's the holiday time, and I'm feeling good. And the Christmas songs are in the air. About to go shopping. It's just all good. What's going on with you? How you spending this holiday season?
How am I spending this holiday season? I'm gonna spend it with family. I don't know if we're gonna supposed to do like a whole big family outing. Should be interesting. I got a big family, so can't get crazy, but I'm looking forward to it.
I can imagine it getting crazy. You seem like you have a lot of fun when it comes down to celebrating life.
Yeah, I have some fun. I catch a vibe. I like the vibe.
How do you catch a vibe when you're just so busy? You got so much stuff popping off. How do you even break away for family during holiday season?
Um, you make time for anything you want in life. That's what they told me. So things that you want to happen, you definitely gonna make time for it. I always make sure I make time for my family.
And is that part of the key of like a successful life is being able to make time for play and make time for love and make time for work and all of that stuff, like compartmentalizing, or does it bleed into each other?
Balance. Balance is everything. Everybody needs balance in their life. Too much of anything becomes a habit.
And habits are not good.
Yeah, not all of them.
Not all of them, not all of them. So I hear that you have so many things in the work that you're setting up your 22 to just be one of your biggest years.
Um, yeah, 22 look like it could be a very big year. I do have a few things in the work. I've been working on 6 albums simultaneously this past year. She's doing pretty good. Actually getting ready to release the first one, which is the Gangsta Grills, that actually come out on the 17th of December. Uh, After that, we have a Lobby Boy album that me and Mano have. Then I have a Berg Gang album that's slated. Me and Young Berg also have an album of nothing but hits. I got a Spanish album that's supposed to come out. I'm a little warped out, but yeah.
Wait, all right. So one, you got a lot of records with people who are not in your generation of seeing. Like, how do you connect with the multiple generations so easily?
I don't know, man. I'm just been blessed to make sure I stay in between the lines. I'm always been one that look to help out the younger generation. I always show support. I like to see what the younger generation is doing because they're the leaders of the new generation. They're the leaders of the new music, and I always try to stay in tune. I never try to chase, but I always try to find a medium that I could still have my core crowd and still be introduced to new fans that's maybe a little bit younger than me.
You do that well with the Migos track. So one thing I noticed, because you're doing your rhyme pattern changes and you are actually doing triplets like they did. In my mind, I hear Notorious Thug, like what Big did with Bone Thugs and Harmony is exactly what you did with the Migos project single on the new Girls album that you're putting out with Drama. How did you get into that bag? Did you have to study them, or did you just hear it and just rock out?
Nah, I had to study. Well, I actually did it in two parts. I had wrote half of the verse what I thought, and I went home because I wasn't comfortable while Takeoff was in the studio, and I never ever do that. But because it was a new cadence, it's definitely not as easy as you think to follow the Migos when it comes to their flow. Their flow is retarded, so I wanted to make sure that I encompass a version of that, but in my own comfortability, where I still be able to swag the way I do. And I went home and thought about it a little bit, got it together, and came back the next day and did my verse the way it was supposed to have been done. But it was definitely a good challenge, a fun challenge. I had a ball in the studio with all three of them when they actually came to do the verse. So that was a great experience also.
Yeah, it seemed like it seemed like you were having fun with it, right? And it kind of dismissed that whole that this generation don't got the same level of love for the art. Like, you can hear that this isn't art what they do, and you took it seriously, because you could have easily just got up there and just did what Jim does. You could have been Jim Jones and still been fly, but the idea that you took it seriously and created a masterpiece, because it really, to me, that's one of them ones. It's one of them ones. I want to know
No,
what the rest of the project looks like, but that right there is one of them ones.
so the rest of the project is pretty dope. I did something different on this project. I kind of let the artists I was working with lead the way when it comes to the beat selection and the energy and the vibe of the music. A lot of artists from the younger generation I have on this project, so I was able to do some dope music with them, especially on their speed, and wanted everybody to be comfortable in what they was doing, and also wanted me to take on the challenge of being able to jump on whatever record that these artists chose to pick. And so it's pretty dope, man. It's one of my dope projects that I've done just because it has so many young artists on it, so much young energy. So
Now, if I interview you in March for one of these next 6 albums, 5 other albums that's coming out, are you gonna say the same thing? Is there one that's better than the last? Like, which one is your favorite so far?
I don't think I have a favorite album because they all put me in different moods. But the energy of this album is definitely something that I look forward to diving into. It's different. It's younger. There's a more energetic version of the music that people are used to hearing me on. Is definitely relevant and present as far as the drill music and the Detroit sound of music and the Southern sound of music. It's dope.
And so we were talking about the holiday season, and I know you are a part of this Nick Cannon Christmas project coming up, film out. Talk to me about acting.
Yes.
When you start acting?
I actually been acting for a minute. I've done a few independent movies. I've done a few television shows. Shouts to Nick Cannon. It was dope with the experience of actually being on set, creating this Christmas movie. So many dope comedians. That was the best part. It was filled with a bunch of comedians, so it wasn't a dry moment while being on set. Everything was a laugh. So definitely look forward to seeing this. I believe it comes out this weekend, I want to say, or next weekend. So I'm looking forward to actually seeing the movie and have some fun.
What's your character like? Who you playing?
I'm playing the big vamp. I'm actually playing Jim Jones. Well, it's not Jim Jones. They call me the big vamp, but the Christmas movie is vicariously about the vamps in a funny way. But so it was very big. It was definitely dope for my brand that I'm building to actually have a movie that kind of geared around the vampire lifestyle, and they mentioning the whole vamps and all that. So that's very big for Brandon. So I'm grateful.
I just hate COVID because before COVID, you had the best parties when it comes down to this vamp life. Like, whether we talk about the bus, whether we talking about, oh, you gave us the money and we could buy sneakers, or we could do this or we could do that. Don't nobody throw a party like you, even if it's just a listening party. Like, there's nothing like.
Yeah.
How do you bring that to everything that you do? You bring that type of fun and energy to everything?
I like to. I'm a little bit weird when it comes to things like that. I'm still a big kid at heart, and I know a lot of people are still. When you do something you're familiar with or something that brings you back to your heyday, kind of put a smile on your face. So these are the type of emotions I try to invoke when I do my parties or do my installations and things like that. So yeah, you'll see a lot more. But I think I'm going to go more into artistic installations instead of just to listen. The few things that I've created should be seen by more than just people that love me for my music.
Oh, what other mediums do you excel in? I mean, I know some, but some of our fans may not know.
What you say? Say that again.
Some of these other mediums that you excel in outside of music. Talk about some of the other spaces. I mean, we know that there's fashion. We know that there's. You just talk about some of the other spaces that we know.
I'm in the cryptocurrency. I have my own coin, Capo coin. I've been into the NFT space. That whole cryptocurrency. I encourage everybody to really sit down and figure a thing out or two about that, because everything is about to go digital. You're not able to use that cash in some years. So fitness. I'm a big fitness person. I have a gym in New Jersey. Like you said, fashion, technology. I've created my own technology through AWS with Quarantine Studios. Got a bodega inside. I got a few things going on. bodega in Harlem.
Wait. You got a bodega in Harlem?
Yeah.
How long you had a bodega in Harlem?
I actually just finished doing a deal within the last 4 months. So
Chopped cheese?
Chopped cheese and all type of food that you can imagine.
All right, so I want you to be honest with me. Are chopped cheese better than cheesesteaks?
Question. Because I wouldn't go to Philly and ask for chopped cheese. You heard?
I know.
And you can't come from Philly and come to Harlem and ask for a cheesesteak.
Which one is the better? Which one tastes better to you?
It depends on where I'm at. Cheesesteaks taste good when I'm in Philly, and chopped cheese tastes great when I'm in Harlem. You know what I mean? Everybody don't know how to make that chopped cheese the same way everybody don't know how to make that Philly cheesesteak. You heard? You get a knockoff if you don't get it from Philly, and you definitely get a knockoff if you don't get it from Harlem. So
if you don't get it from Harlem, y'all, what's the spot? It's what, 130? What's that spot that makes?
There's a few spots. The original spot is on 110th and First Avenue. It's called Haji's. But all through Harlem, there's a bunch of spots that know how to make a good chopped cheese.
Okay. When is now that like New York is legalized cannabis, I mean they're about to make, the applications and stuff like that. Are we going to be able to just go into a store and buy saucy whenever we want to?
Yeah, pretty soon. Once the dispensaries are fully up and running and blown out here in New York, you'll definitely be able to go inside these stores and purchase sauce.
And that's like, it's the vape, it's the flower.
It's the flower, it's the vape, it's the edibles, it's the shatter, it's everything.
So you got your hands are in everything. Are you about to be a billionaire? Not that I'm in your money, Chrissy, don't get mad at me. I just want to know.
I don't count money. You dig? I count blessings, and I'm blessed.
That's some slick Harlem talk right there. That I don't count money, I count blessings. I'm gonna use that one day. That's a little fly thing to say. I don't count money, I count blessings. That's when you got money, because when you poor like me, you count money.
Shit, you better count your blessings more.
I know that's right. I love that. I love that. So what am I missing? So we got the new music that's coming out. You got 6 records that you've been working on all year. And on the 17th, you're dropping one with Drama, right?
Yes.
Then we got this weekend, the Nick Cannon Christmas movie where you playing Big Vamp.
Videos out. You got the weather report. If you need your weekend weather, you can go to Revolt right now and get the weather for the weekend. You dig? It's supposed to be 50% chance of rain later on. So everybody make sure you get your umbrella or plastic bag to cover that wig up, baby girl.
I know, because it'll be poof. It must be in the air, because I can feel it getting bigger and bigger by the moment. When did you realize that you had these this meteorologist in your spirit? Like, when did you realize that this is where you was about to do?
Oh no, I just started as having fun and being stuck in Miami during one of the big storms. It was like Irma or something. I put up a weather report that people follow the storm, and people loved it. I just started fucking around on my Instagram, and shit turned into something real. And anybody knows me, I like to capitalize off of any business opportunities that I do have or that I can't turn into business, and that's what happened.
And that right there is a blessing. I'm not going to keep you long, because I know that your time is valuable. I always appreciate every time you get to share anything with us. But I am incredibly impressed at how you and the folk around you move. Because you can look at what you do and see that it's not about chasing checks. It's about chasing opportunities and doing things different than other people. And so I'm proud that I'm in your same generation. I see you move and I'm like, salute to you. I'm so such a big Gem fan. I'm a fan of just who you are as a human being. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I can't wait to see the rest of your 22.
Thank you very much. You have a great holiday also. I look forward to seeing you and speaking to you again.